Hello everybody, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the Ubisoft press conference that took place at E3 2019. Now please note that there will be some things I will be glancing over, so I will be linking the entire press conference in the description below. So let's carry on with what I thought was good, bad, and average about this press conference. Overall, it was mostly worse than it was last year, because last year it had a bit more interesting stuff for me to actually check out. It basically was more lackluster. I'll start with the good. What I liked the most was the Division 2 content updates. Now, I'm really into Division 2. I don't like the fact that it requires an online internet connection, but I do like the game overall. I also don't like the fact that it constantly spawns enemies right behind me at points when I'm already attacking some that are in front of me. That's just unfair. Anyway, these content updates are basically part of the Year 1 Pass. If you get the Year 1 Pass, you get access to 3 episodes, in which you of course go to various different locations, including a rainforest, as well as the Pentagon, and of course you fight terrorists, whose sole purpose is to wreak havoc and of course, well, wreak havoc. Anyway, moving on to the bad. Ubisoft, like Valve, have their own app / PC gaming community. For Valve, it's Steam. For Ubisoft, it's Uplay. Now, of course, Uplay, right now, one of the bad things is the, it's not necessarily mandatory, but it's this thing they tried to advertise to us. It's called the Uplay Plus membership. It's a subscription service to their PC app, Uplay. And of course, it grants you access to their games as well as early access to new games of theirs, which in a sense is pretty cool. I personally wouldn't buy it, but it is there for those who might be interested, but I doubt a lot of people really care about that crap. Then there was this one game that actually took me by surprise, but it has a great amount of diversity. You all remember Watch Dogs and Watch Dogs 2? Yeah. Me too. Apparently there's a new Watch Dogs coming out called Watch Dogs Legion, which of course you play as a wide variety of DedSec agents. And you basically fight off against, I guess, other bad guys, as well as, I'm guessing, a corrupt government and such. And you can pretty much play as anyone. One of those people that you can play as is basically an old lady. I think it's freaking nuts that you can play as an old lady who apparently is really good at killing despite being, you know, old and kind of sluggish. Dude, you know what the best Watch Dogs game is? What? The one where you get to play as an old lady and kill people, man! And of course, there's some Rainbow Six games that got advertised, which are Rainbow Six Quarantine. I don't really like Rainbow Six, so that really didn't matter to me. So then there's new features for Rainbow Six Siege. I'm not big into Rainbow Six, but Siege is alright, I guess. I play it with some friends. Part of its new features are basically 2 new agents and is Operation Phantom Sight. I don't know all the contents of that because I don't really play Siege that much, but yeah. Of course, there's Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which I'm not really into because I've never been into Ghost Recon, but for those who are into it, I salute you. Then you have Tom Clancy's Elite Squad, which is a really bad looking mobile game. Fuck that noise. And of course, we all love Just Dance. Well, guess what? There's another Just Dance that's gonna come out. It's called Just Dance 2020. It aims to be just as colorful and just as annoying as the previous ones. Moving on to what I felt was average. Adventure Time characters, such as Finn and Jake and Princess Bubblegum, they're coming to Brawlhalla as playable characters. For those who don't know about Brawlhalla, it is a free-to-play Smash Brothers clone. It requires an internet connection, but it is so awesome. At least, well, okay, not so awesome, but it's really fun. At least for me. There's also some other games that have come out, 2 other ones, which is Roller Champions. I really like Rocket League, which is basically soccer with cars. So I'm going to give Roller Champions a shot because it's cartoony, just like Rocket League in a sense. And it involves roller derby. What could go wrong? I bet it could be really fun. I hope it's not an only online ordeal. And then there's this one other game that combines Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Monster Hunter. That looks okay. There's some things that I felt were cool, but they could have gone into detail about some other things, like a lot of what they put, but they left some details out because it was mostly just cinematics, but some of these might be promising, but most not so much, at least not to me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next videos.